Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? Back for another deck profile here. Now, I want to give a bunch of big shout-outs real quick. We are playing Yubel, but we are playing the DDB version. This is not regular Yubel, so you don't guys have to go, I'm not going to watch this. It's the same deck like Snake Eyes was. There's some things in here. There's a bunch of interactions that I want to talk to you guys about for the mirror match because, you know, post-ban list, you know, it might be, Cody, what do they say?
The best deck.
The best deck, yeah, something like that. So, we were just kind of preparing for it. Yeah, there's a bunch of interactions and stuff in here. I've been testing with this deck a lot. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Cody, of course, for the Fiendsmith. Shout out my boy Grant for the Fiendsmith stuff. Shout out my boy Jared. He mailed me all of his Yubel stuff. Love you guys. There's a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about with this. Oh, also shout out to Cody for the Europrint swaps with the QCRs and stuff. Without further ado, let's get right on to it before my dad comes up here and asks for a cigarette. My mom didn't draw engraver, so. My dad's playing lab. Anyway, so.
Sick.
Alright, I think this is 42 or 43 cards, but there's a bunch of stuff in here that I think you guys should be aware of. Obviously, 3 Samsara, just 2 Squirmer. I really like this card. This card could be a 3 of. I mean, it's, you know, either way you want to play it. Just 2 Spirit, and then 1 Yubel, and then 1 Terror Incarnate. I really wanted to play the 3rd Yubel, but it's you know, who's got time for that? So, and the Beckoning Beast, just the 2, and then 1 Chaos 2, that's just the normal summon, which doesn't matter. We'll speed through the normal stuff and then get to the weird stuff later. Obviously, 1 Shabara, and then we are playing the Fiendsmith stuff. Don't click off the video. Don't click off the video yet. So 3 Engraver, 1 Larry. Shout out my boy Grant for the super. He just swapped me for the common. And then for the DD stuff, we are playing 1 Kepler and one of the it's the Vice Cream Requiem. You guys have seen this stuff before. But this is also a 0/0 Fiend that you can normal summon off the Dark Beckoning Beast, or you can start with it. This is into Yama and then plus X, it's the full combo, etc. This card has like a crazy setup with the deck because they can actually, well, you know, I'm going to explain this stuff later just because I want you guys to watch more. There's a bunch of stuff this shit does for the deck. Then we're playing 3 Droll, 3 Nib. I just found these the most impactful. Droll. I was going to yell, I almost did the short thing, but we're going to make a short on Droll. Nib was just very good. Like, sometimes, like, even though it doesn't defeat the full Snake Eye board, you can just make a token big enough to where you just run into it after you have Nightmare Paint up and then they lose. So, I think Nib is very standard. And then the spells, called by the grave, the QCR Europrint. 1 for 1, Terraforming, Tract, 1 Nightmare Pain, and then we are playing 3 of the contracts. Obviously, this searches this stuff. I'm going to get a little bit more in depth with this stuff in a minute. Also, outside of Lacrimosa, this is also an in-time thing because you can actually activate this to add this or however you want to do it, and then this pops this, puts it back, and then you gain 1,000, so that's an in-time, you know what I mean? So, and then we are playing the 3 Spirit Gates, 3 Nightmare Throne, 3 Talents. This card also has an application in the deck, and then obviously the Unchained Traps. And then I'm going to go through the extra deck, and this is like where the decks kind of differ. I think shout out my boy Cody. Just the 2 fams. I did pull a QCR ES on one of my shorts. He swapped me for a Europrint one, and then obviously just a regular one. The Lacrimosa, Desiree. There's a bunch of boards where you just make Desiree and Appaloosa, whatever. If you even play Appaloosa. And then the Requiem. I'm just going to go through these because no one cares. Muckracker, good?
Pretty good.
Busted. SP, on the SP mat? Yeah, we're going to get Cody on here too with the lab. Just kidding. Okay, so I want to talk about the Requiem real quick. So some people are figuring out that you can cut this card. You don't necessarily need this unless you're splashing with other engines. But what's really cool about this card specifically is that when it leaves the field, it adds a contract. So sometimes you can actually make your own and then like try and bait like into whatever and then you will add your own DD Dark contract because they don't think you're playing it. Also, you come back down here, bro. Is the sometimes with talents, if they do make this on the off chance you can talents take this and then make the Machine X, and that's kind of gross because it's I think two. If it had two equips, materials, whatever. Either it was, it's a lot of interruptions. And then we are talking about the obviously the Rudis, and then the Zeus again for this kind of stuff. But one thing I did want to point out was the 0/0 Fiend. So this can be normal summoned off of Beckoning Beast. We're just playing one, or you can end off of 1/1. This stuff like this, I really enjoyed this, and also one of the best parts about this card, the Requiem, is when you do summon it, you're locked in a DD, so you have to overlay into the boy. But this gives you a pop if you make an Exceed with it underneath it, so it gains that effect. It can pop any card on the field, so sometimes you can pop your own Yubel or Spirit or however you want to do it. And that's been very notable. So I did want to notice that and talk about it. So, but yeah, guys, I think that's it, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers. Oh, you already cut it. Okay. Also, I forgot. My fault. One last thing. The next couple weeks, I am going to be playing a bunch of Rogue up until the next ban list. I will be playing, touching back on a bunch of our favorites and stuff. So don't unsub. Just enjoy that. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.
Beans.